Hey, Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and let's start the day off by putting away the removal from last night, which was from the pillar girls that I showed in a previous video.
Look at this beautiful drones. This queen is throwing out such gorgeous drones. Big old fat boys.
So this really sucks. I saw the queen. I wanted to get a picture of her for the homeowner. And when I pulled my camera out, she actually took to the air. So now I'm waiting for the bees to calm down and tell me where she's at. This isn't good. I am not happy. I am so out of time. I have so much stuff to do. Stupid bees. Okay, so this is where she landed. Oh, nothing like doing something easy for me, girl. Thank you. I had to walk there quite a distance from where I was putting them. All right, time to get in a box. Okay, so I'm trying to refine the queen so that I can actually put her in my box, but I am likely, probably close to 20,000 bees here. I am likely not going to get a video of her. I am likely not going to get to show pictures because it's more important to get them put away than it is. And I can send pictures later after they've calmed down. They've already stung me like 4 times in the hands. They are not happy with me. And they were so nice last night. And this just goes to reinforce that they are unpredictably defensive. And they've gone through some, I have to give them this. They have gone through some really drastic, I terrorized them. So I deserve it, actually. So I'm going to admit that. I deserve what I just got. But they are not very happy at all today. Okay, I finally got her. She's inside. She's trapped in there. We'll see if the bees figure it out while I'm still here. I got to go grab some queens and a nuke. Yeah, so that's that reason why we wear a good suit. They were so sweet last night. I just couldn't get over how sweet they were. I was almost thinking that they were completely European. The pheromones the alarm pheromone they're sending out today is really strong. Definitely grouchy. They're not figuring out yet that the queen is in the box. They're still hanging in the tree, but I gotta get going. So I'll recheck on them tonight. Okay, and so then, if you remember in a previous video, if you're continuously joining me, which I want to thank you if you are. I've gotten some really great feedback. People are sending comments and texting me and messaging and saying basically that they're really enjoying the expanded videos. So just to get you up to date then on this is Joe had caught 2 swarms. He wanted to move one of the swarms to another location on his property, and he wanted to requeen both of them. So I had brought in a nuke box one of his swarms to my place. I've had him for almost a week, and then I take him back, and this is at Joe's house.
Okay, they're killing a wasp. There's actually a wasp inside that ball. Yeah, look at that. No robbers. They're not suffocating her, but you see them trying to sting her?
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
That is cool.
It was too
Very nice.
old.
I love the setup. Oh, too old, yeah.
So it spurted out. So I had to go get a new red.
Very nice. Got a shade.
Yeah.
Got a shade system. Got their ant moats. And these are two feral swarms caught by Joe, and they're going through their requeening right now. Perfect. Now let's move on to Peggy's house. She has bees in her fascia board, actually in her roof. And I did do a thermal image from the interior. It's in a very showed a little bit of a heat signature. But but I've done a removal from this house before, and it's very difficult to get to them because they have access where they can go down into the brick of the wall, and they did on the last one. So what we chose to do on this one is a trap out. So set that up. The day's not over yet. Next, we move on to a homeowner's complaint about bees on their roof just sitting right in the open. Weird. So what is going on with that? Okay, this is just a really strange occurrence. The bees are visiting the scupper for the first time in like 5 days of sitting here on this block. We're not sure if there's a queen in it or what's going on. This is really, really a mind-boggling because this is not normal honeybee behavior. So there's the little, that's what's going on. I don't know why that group was sitting over there, but that's what's going on. Okay, so what ended up happening to the swarm on the roof, or not even swarm, what it was forage bees that got trapped out of their hive. And the roofer did the white coating on the side of the soffit and sealed them into their colony. And so they were just finally chewing themselves out like 5 days or so later. And I don't know why they were hanging out. I guess maybe that brick, or not brick, but wood block might have gave them just enough shade from the afternoon sun to protect them. They probably were hanging on that. That's the kind of the side that they were hanging on the most. But yeah, they got trapped in away, or trapped out, and the others got trapped in, and so just a bad thing. So they're trying to decide what they're going to do with that. The next stop that I'm doing next is another fascia, but really weird, right close to the soffit where the bird block is, the venting of the house is. And I have never seen a house built like this before, but if you were to remove the soffit, you literally would just hit a board. Like, why would you even have bird block there if it doesn't go anywhere? Just very, very strange. Just, it needs sealed up. But the homeowners, so we could see where the bees were going. They're coming into the fascia and then going up into the breezeway that I cannot get to. So the only way to do the removal would be to go through the drywall. And the homeowners elected not to. They're going to be calling an exterminator. There they are. So are they this side of the beam too? Okay, I'm back at Tohono Chul, and I'm going to start with number one. I chose the one closest to public parking, or actually in public parking area. It's just a little one, exposed to the elements. I'm sure they're probably getting ready to abscond because they're starting to get ants. Got ants crawling around on the top. And yeah, they had a little bit of comb. They're probably having mama skinny up so they can get ready to leave. But we're gonna go give them a new home before that happens. Okay, number one is another reason we beekeepers don't do free bee removals. This little one, doesn't even have a queen. So not only do you not see eggs in this, but you will also see this peanut queen cell. This queen cell was actually in the very bottom comb, so they utilized everything that they could in order to try to make them new mommy. My guess is that she was killed when the lid popped up and the cone collapsed. Oops. And yeah, and they're creating, I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's the stage of development right there. So yeah, had another one. So the comb that was hanging still, and I'm sorry about this being in the way, cord in the way, cord in the way. So the comb that was hanging on still, when I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's kind of a weird one. You know, they would not be creating drone cell already. And so this teeny one right here is also the beginnings of a queen bee. So they had two choices, two options that they were using after their mummy died to make their own. So off to removal number 2 at Tohono Chul. My goodness, would you look at the size of that fig? Oh my gosh. I have got to water my figs more. Gorgeous. Their Texas olive is blooming. I have 2 of them, 2 little ones. But they're not blooming. I need to water my Texas olives more. Oh, shame on you bees. You're back in the same exact one. Same exact one. Oh, caught another swarm. Some of the best swarm lure boxes are just right here. So, got another kind of one hiding in there. All right, let's take a peek at this. There's a dead dove in there. Hope the bees didn't do that to her. Okay, it doesn't look like hardly any comb. Looks like they're just 100% fresh. That's great. So, kind of tells me how much I need to bring as far as equipment it goes. Would you look at that grape vines? Look at the size of these leaves. Oh, I need to water my grapes more. Crazy. That's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. This is one of my favorite places. Look, you got the bee, native bee house. Totally awesome. Got some native bees using it on the side there. Fantastic. Very cool idea. And matate and mano. Wild thistles are fantastic for bees. Look at the thistles in there blooming. All pollinators love thistles. And you got Baja Fairy Duster in the background. Okay, so last year I did a removal out of this box, and I happened to have some window screen, and I put the window screen in there, and it seems to be holding up. No bees. But this one over here has bees. So they are about to go through and put window screen protection on every one of these. Okay, heading to get the last one. That's the swarm that I had verified to make sure I could find it in the dark, because by the time I got done with the second one there that had a lot of comb in it, now it's dark.